Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to my channel and to episode 22 of Rising with Rice, this college football 26 promotion and relegation universe. So we're starting today, this season at BYU. They are ranked number 21, we are ranked 16. We have the overall advantage, we are an 83, they are a 77. Let's get in and watch this first quarter where hopefully we can be good. It's always nice to beat a ranked opponent away, and hopefully that's how we can start this season off against the Cougars. We are starting on defence. Hopefully we can have a stout showing and perform well as they gain 9 from their first 2 plays. So it's 3rd and 1. Are we going to get them off the field straight away? They go for the QB sneak and they do convert. Much like last year, our defence is rated higher than our offence, so we're looking for them to put on a show, and that is a good stop there, losing 3 on that pass. It never looked like it was going to do good for us there. The IQ and play rec of our defence coming in clutch, as the QB gets the ball over the middle for a nice gain of 12, leaving them again a 3rd and long one though this time. They're not going to be going for a QB sneak. They are going to hand the ball off to the running back and he gets plenty of room. Tries a spin move and Damon Etse gains 12 yards on the first running play of the season for BYU. Our boys need to be better. Quick pop pass to their big boy there. Looks like that's maybe to their tight end. He only gains 3. They are moving the ball pretty well on this season opener, and our defender just gets brushed off by Paul Diablo there. We need to be doing better there, boys. Come on. We do have them at 3rd and 10 though, and it is outside of field goal range currently, so if we can stop them here. Oh, that's Scroggins. He gets through for his first sack of the season, first of many. Now we get to see our boys with the ball for the first time this season. Max Holly, Tremaine Khaled, I'm expecting a lot from these two. Especially Khaled, we've upgraded him nicely. He is an extremely elusive guy now. So I want to see him with the ball. There's a nice 14-yard pass there by Holly on first down. Make sure we kick things off well. Second pass there. Gains a lot. We get on 2nd and inches. Are we going to finally see Khaled? No, we're not. He's going to be ball out wide and a nice little spin move by the freshman Bienemy. 2 catches for 16 yards. So he's as wide receiver 2. He's already getting involved early on, which is good. Especially as his deal breakers there is the playing time. We don't want him to be upset about not seeing the ball too much and transferring out early. It's been all passes so far, and it's going to be another one. He sent the wide receiver out wide. Unfortunately, we get sacked. Holly loses 7, and we're still not going to see a run. Maybe we won't see a run for this whole quarter. There's only 3 minutes 50 left. That's 3rd and 16. We need something good here from Holly. And it is a ball downfield into 1-on-1, and it is batted down. I thought there was a chance our receiver was going to get it, but no, we are punting. That was a very solid punt and a good chase by us, meaning BYU are starting on their 12. So they got a bit of pressure, and Scroggins is free and he gets his 2nd sack. I love this, man. So now 2nd and 17, they're under even more pressure at BYU. Quarterback's throwing from his end zone, and that is incomplete, leaving them with a 3rd and 17. Can we see more magic from the big guy Scroggins? I love watching him. He breaks free, gets round to the right tackle. Doesn't matter. Safety. I wasn't even focusing on the play there. My eyes were firmly locked on Scroggins. I just want to watch him. He is awesome, and he's only going to get so much better. He is the main guy on that defensive line. I'm just going to be looking for him, as it's going to be yet another pass by Holly, and that is a bullet straight to the BYU defender. That was a very hard throw, but the defender called it relatively easy, and Holly gets his first interception of the season. BYU starts in our half just about on the 49. Are they going to be able to do better than a 3 and out this time? Hopefully not, as they lose 2 on that opening run, leaving them with a 2nd and 12. And their I can't even speak, I was too excited to talk. Their quarterback scrambling for his life, and we get our 4th sack in the first quarter already. 3rd and 18 for BYU. Let's not allow them to convert here, boys, as we converge on the QB again for the 5th sack. Scroggins. Now, I believe that's probably not going to be fully credited to him, so he's going to be on 2.5 sacks. BYU are punting again. I mean, that's what I want to see from this defence. That is brilliant so far in this quarter. Scroggins, go with... not Scroggins, I'm just obsessed with him. Holly with the RPO. Throws it out wide very quickly. We only gain 2. Come on, let's see a... Oh, we're not going to see a run, are we? Unless this ball is incomplete. Fumble! We recover. And that's going to be all we see of this game. Let's get into the quick Super Sim now. I almost wanted to keep going and see how well we performed on the defence, but now it's all about the Super Sim and can we continue with that. We get a touchdown to go 9-0 up, and there's not much else is happening. We get a field goal, 12 points we lead by. BYU get 3. Into the final quarter, we get another touchdown, and that should be game. Leading by 23. We keep BYU from scoring a touchdown. That is a fantastic start to the season. 26-3. Beating a ranked team away. You love to see it. How well did we perform, though, in general? So, Max Holly, 24 of 40, 237 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Tremaine Khaled, 31 yards on 8 attempts. Central Byler, though, he outshone him massively. Doubled his production on the same carries. What was going on there for Tremaine Khaled? I was expecting a great game from him. I'm expecting a great year. And he was massively outshone by Byler. On the receiving room, David Carew, the freshman speedster, 81 yards and 2 touchdowns, so he stole the game. What a great showing for him. Maybe he gets the game ball. 60 for Story, 46 for Abreu, the 57 overall tight end, and Bieniemy with 31 yards. Defensive-wise, either way with TFLs, 4 for Scroggins, 3 for Hogue, 2 for Stuber and 2 for Callaway. Look at that, 3 sacks for Scroggins, 3 sacks for Hogue, 1 interception on the day for Isaac Sahara. Right, about him. So, he's actually our starting strong safety. I'll quickly get into the depth chart now. There is a reason why he is starting strong safety, even though he is our highest overall corner. So yes, he's starting ahead of Jax Pounds, who maybe I shouldn't be doing this because he does have the impact dev trait, so he'd be earning a few points in his junior year. However, look. So our starting corners, 93, 90, 91. That's very, very good. And I thought, you know what, if I can get Sahara, who's a 97 overall strong safety, why not have him there as well as the other 390 corners? It just made more sense in my head. So this is how we're looking at our secondary. 93, 90, 91, 95 Ishmael, and then a 97 strong safety in Sahara. That's probably the best secondary in the country. But less of that. We won our first game. Let's get into next week. In week 2, in our opening conference game in the American, we face one of the hard boys in Purdue, Boilermakers. Winning this game is going to be very important in us making the American Conference Championship game. So let's go into Purdue's home and steal a victory from them. It's going to be very close. We're only 4 overall higher than them. I'm expecting a close, tough game. So we're going to come in the second quarter, hopefully in a decent position. Let's see how the first quarter goes. So Purdue take an early lead. Can we match? No, it's still 3-0. But now we're going to watch. So I did the wrong thing and we missed a couple of plays in the second quarter. So we'll get into it now, because now I'm not being silly. Here we go. So they lost 2 yards on first down run. Can we compound that with another loss? No, they gain it back with 2 yards on the passing play, leaving them a 3rd and 10. Now I'll try my best not to just properly watch Scroggins. I will try and watch the play instead of just watching one player. But they gain a good chunk on that 3rd down pass. They're in their red zone now on the 20-yard line. We need to get some pressure to this QB. Their offensive line holds up well for another pass. They get it for 6 yards down to the 14-yard line. I knew this game wasn't going to be easy. There's a few games now in the conference where we might struggle against, and it's like Purdue is going to be the first one, as Clint Gillikin, 6 rushes, 42 yards. We're obviously struggling to stop him. And the passing game is, they're also having success with that, as they are now on a 2nd and goal at the 8. Back to Gillikin, who gets forward for 4 yards. So he's averaging a little under 7 yards a carry. We need to do better. They need 4 yards for a touchdown. The QB is going to keep the ball, and he gets in. We're going to be down by 10 here, boys. Right, down 10, Holly. We need you to step up and do some magic. But he loses 9 on a 1st down sack. Purdue aren't here to play games. Well, they're here to play one game, American football, and they are doing very good, as that was nearly picked off. That should have been picked, and that would have been a pick 6 as well. 3rd and 19. We are facing some trouble early on, as that same person who had the sack there broke free from our left tackle. Old Mr. Mid-90s Boykins. We don't get sacked, we do have to punt the ball. Purdue starting on their own 45. Very good starting position. QB is going to keep the ball yet again. And there is going to be a flag. Looks like it's holding. The ball's coming back. 1st and 20 for the Boilermakers. Can we compound that with a big sack? We're giving him plenty of time to scan the field. That is knocked down. Again, that should have been maybe picked, but we'll take it. Ensuring that Purdue have to start on 2nd and 20. It's going to be to Gillikin, and we make sure there's no gain there. 3rd and 20. As long as they don't convert here, we'll be happy. We'll have a chance. Quarterback has some time. Gets the ball out, but only for a gain of 6. We're going to get the chance to score now. A solid punt means we're starting on our 15. We need to be better. Khaled gets the ball off. We're seeing our first run play of the season, and his elusiveness coming out there with a nice spin move, ensuring we get the 1st down and a gain of 11 on that run. Another sack given up by our offensive line, and our star left tackle, Rashad Boykins, goes down injured. Hopefully it's not too bad, because he is very, very good, and without him on the line, we are so much weaker. Evident there as we face another sack. So I think all 3 sacks we have watched, they're the only sacks that Purdue had. So maybe we are the bad luck, as it's now 3rd and 21. We're not having a good start here, really. Holly steps up, throws the ball downfield, and it's picked off. Oh dear. Looks like I might have to step up my pursuit in recruiting freshman QBs, because Holly is not having a good start to the season. As we make sure there's no gain on that running play, 2nd and 10 for Purdue. It would be nice to try and get the ball back and have a chance to score before the half. as a screenplay doesn't really work out too well for them. They only gain 4, leaving them a 3rd and 6. Can we get the ball back before the 2-minute warning? It's going to be a pass. He tosses it downfield into 1-on-1, and that is batted down. We're going to have a chance to score before the half ends. So here we go, 1 minute 54, all 3 timeouts. This should be ample time for us to get... Oh, look at the protection Holly had there. And we only gain 2 yards. All that time, he had so much room. We only gained 2 yards from that passing play. Disappointing, but at least it's not an interception or anything like that. But that's not going to be too good. Only a gain of 1. So we're looking out for another 3rd 3 and out here. 3rd and 7. Let's not do anything silly. That's what I mean by anything silly. Holly throws out of a sack and gets picked yet again. Purdue already in field goal range on our 33-yard line. It's going to need a big effort here from our defence to try and stop them. They hand to the running back, who loses 1. His last 3 runs haven't really done anything at all. It's going to be a screenplay. Scroggins was nearly on the QB, but they get 4 for 7, and they burn a timeout. 3rd and 4. We need a big stop here. We want to get this ball back, as that is thrown over the head of their receiver. They're taking the 3. Now, I didn't expect us to be running away with this game. I knew it would be close, but this is not what I was expecting. 13-0 going into, well, shortly will be half time. We've had 2 bad interceptions by Holly. We've watched him be sacked. We need to be better. And that's the start. A good completion. We're up to the 37. We use our first timeout to remain with 34 seconds. A touchdown might be out of the question here, but we can definitely try and get a field goal. We use our second timeout after a gain of 5 on that passing play, and we're still not in their half yet. That's going to be a little bit short on our 47, but it does get us a first down with 20 seconds to go. I mean, that's a very poor AI there. We lost quite a few seconds by not calling a timeout and then calling a timeout. So 20 seconds left. A ball just over the middle for a gain of 7. We need to be quick here. 4 seconds left. We're not going to get it off. Can we get a Hail Mary? We do get it off. And that's not a Hail Mary. That's just a gain of about 7 or something. Not good enough. But that's the last of us watching for this game. Can the Fast Sim pull us out of the trouble that we currently find ourselves in? So we get 3. Not good enough though. We need more. And another field goal. We're up to 6. Can we get more? Can we find this touchdown? No, we cannot. Wow. Disappointing performance there. Holly, 182 yards, 2 interceptions. Rushing, 90 for Khaled. That's more of what I was expecting to see. Holly had minus 39 because of the sacks, and Bylark runs in with 12. But yes, I'm expecting Khaled to have, at least 80 yards a game because of how good he is. Receiving wise, Abreu with 37, Carew with 46, Ramey with 50. Defensive wise, we got 3 TFLs for Lyles, 3 for Stuber, 2 for Mesa, 2 for Sahara, and Lyles and Travis both with double-digit tackles. Sacks wise, only 2 sacks in the game, Marrero with 1, and Lyles and Stuber combining for half a sack, with 1 interception, Dominique Travis. So yes, I knew it would be close, but we were very, very poor. So our second week loss to Purdue has pushed us back in the rankings to 21st in the country. But hopefully our second game in the American against App State, who are 12 overall points worse than us, we can come back with our first game at home and beat them quite handily. It is raining quite hard. Hopefully though we can come into the third quarter and we will have a nice victory. Well, nice gap to keep us ahead of this App State team. We start the second quarter, we're 17 points up. 20-0. This is very nice. Let's get into it and watch our boys play in this third quarter and hopefully pile on these points against a team which is far worse than us. But we are going to see our defence as we're kicking the ball away. This is what we needed though. A game that we should be winning. We're winning very handsomely. We don't want to be losing to these lower ranked teams in the conference. Yes, we can lose 1 or 2 against Purdue and a couple of other teams which are ranked 79. But the teams we have a distinct advantage on, like App State, we should be smashing. As they gain 7 on second down, leaving them a 3rd and 3. Can we force a 3 and out to open this half with? Yes, we can. We're starting on our 37. What can we do here? Holly scanning the field, throws out to Khaled, who completely runs over the first defender who tried to tackle him. That was slipping over. But we do lose Marco Toncho, our starting left guard. Hopefully it's not too serious and he's out there pretty soon. Quick pass by Holly and we are able to get to the first down. 149 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception so far for him. Start to his junior year hasn't been amazing. He's been, as he gets sacked again, losing 8. He's been all right. But, he's lucky there's not been anyone to really challenge him. I am looking at bringing in at least 2 4-star QBs on this recruiting cycle to give Holly a challenge for his senior year. Or maybe we just let Holly, we'll let him play for his senior year and we'll redshirt the couple of QBs unless their deal breaker is playing time. I can't remember off the top of my head right now if their deal breakers are that one. But Holly, he can be good. He's got the accuracy. His throw power is decent. He has all the skills to be a good QB. It's just whenever he gets onto the field, just sort of doesn't be a good quarterback. As Byler, the backup QB, we've given him some opportunities, but he's not really performing. 6 rushes, 11 yards. But you see Khaled's stats there, 8 rushes, 50. He's been far more productive. But he's a far better player than Sean Trail. As we are going for a touchdown pass here, and it is picked off in the end zone. Oh, Holly. Because it was picked in the end zone, App State are starting on their 20. Their QB is going to keep the ball and is unable to gain any yards as we tackle him at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be a 2nd and 10. Our defence look like they're having a good game so far, as a gain of 9 on that 2nd down pass. Can we get some pressure to this QB? Let's call a blitz. Let's make him throw an errant pass and not get completion. He is going to be passing, and we were about to converge on him, but he gets the ball to the running back pretty quickly, and they convert for a 1st and 10 starting at their 31. We nearly had the QB down then, but he was smart enough to get the ball away. That's going to be a pass over the middle of the field. It is broken up. Unfortunately for App State, that was going to take them over the halfway line. Thankfully for us, it doesn't, and we're going to be looking good still. He gets the ball to a receiver this time, though, the QB, for a gain of 8. They're on their 40 now. They need 2 yards. Can they get it? We don't want them to. We want them to struggle. Hand off to the running back, who was unable to do anything. It looks like he had 0 speed then. He got the ball and just sort of was just stuck in the mud. Maybe the rain was having some kind of effect on him, but they punt. 6 minutes 15. We want to see some points here. Ideally 7. We'll take 3, but I would love to see a touchdown as Holly zings one out and we get a 1st down completion on 1st down up to the 40. That's the kind of passes we want to see from Holly. But hands off to Khaled, who is able to get past the first defender, but only for a gain of 3 before he gets taken down. That defender was engaged with an offensive lineman and was able to slow down Khaled. A screen pass to Bytrail, but that is a loss of 2. Are we going to go 3 and out? Hopefully not. 9 yards we need. And Holly gets it over the middle of the field for the completion. We're into App State's half, and we are going to continue this drive. And it's going to be another pass. Little dump off to Bytrail over the middle for a gain of 7. Keeps the chains moving, keeps the drive alive. We need 3 downs for a first down, as Holly's going to get swarmed by 3 defenders and gets taken down. Only for a loss of... I've completely forgotten how much we needed on second down there, but we are now on a 3rd and 11. It wasn't a huge loss, but it was a loss, and he gets sacked again. The ball is out. This offensive line, what are they doing? They are terrible. So that's the 5th sack of the day for App State. They start now on our 48-yard line. Can they score some points? But that pass is no good on first down. 3 minutes 7 seconds remain in this quarter. Handoff to the running back. He was unable to do much though. Gain of 1 yard before we take him down. 3rd and 9. Our App State going to blow this very good starting position which we gifted them. It's going to be a pass on 3rd down. QB scrambling for his life, gets the ball out, and that is nearly picked by us. That's the pressure though. They're punting. On our 25, we need to be better. Whenever we've watched this offense in the Super Sim, it is not... Well, this isn't the Super Sim. In Slow Sim, it has not been productive whatsoever, as it is going to be pass interference, but is called on us. After that PI called on us, we are looking at a 1st and 20. Hand off to Byler. He got a good block in front of him, but he disengaged a little bit too quickly. So Byler could only gain 5. It looked like a good block. It was a good block, but say he disengaged and went on to in front of him, and it didn't work out. Holly had to quickly get rid of the ball there. He was going to get sacked. We gain 4. 3rd and 11. It's not been a very entertaining half offensive wise, has it? Is it going to be a 3 and out? You bet your dollar it is. As time will soon be running out in this 3rd quarter. Direct snap to the QB, who keeps it, and he's going. Is he gone? There is a safety there to stop him. He does gain a massive chunk of yards though. It caught me off guard, probably caught our defense off guard. But their QB with the direct snap just keeps the ball and runs with it for a lovely gain. Down to our 24-yard line. 15 seconds left, potentially the final play of the quarter, as their Bernie Perkins, their running back, gets the ball forward for 10 yards. 1st and 10. Are they going to get a playoff? Yes, they do. QB is going to keep the ball again, but we sniff it out this time, and that's the end of us watching this game. I can't see us blowing 20-point lead in the 4th quarter, but you never know. I can't see it happening though. They score a touchdown and we respond with 3, and yeah, we get another touchdown. It is game over. A 33-7 victory. We got what we needed, even if we played a little bit poorly from what we watched. Holly, 303 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Khaled with 64 yards on 14 carries with a touchdown. Byler also ran in for 1. Receiving wise, leading the way was Khaled with 75 yards. He's getting used more in the passing game. Story with 51. Abreu 71 yards and a touchdown. He's a 57 overall tight end, and he is having a very, very solid start to this season. Most tackles in the game, Devon Loper and Devon Lyles. TFLs, 2 for Sabri, 2 for Scroggins, and then a bunch of them on 1. And then leading the way in sacks, Sabri 1, Scroggins 1, and Pounds and Stuber with half a sack each. 2 interceptions in the game, Ismail with 1 and Devin Loper with 1. We got what we needed though, a convincing win at home. In the final game of this episode, we are at home to Colorado State in the third game in the American for us. We are 1-1. We'd like to go 2-1 and win our back-to-back game at home. 11 overall difference. We should be beating them. Let's get into it. It would be nice to enter the fourth quarter with a nice margin of difference between us and Colorado. But we go into the second quarter 7-0 up. Can we build on this lead? We do get a chance and we go 10 points up. Colorado hit back with a touchdown. We hit one back as well. Half time and we are leading by 10, 17-7. We do have the ball. We score another field goal. Can they score? They do get touchdowns. So we are coming into this final quarter leading by 6. We do have the ball, 2nd and 6. Let's have a nice long drive finishing in some points here. We don't want to lose. Holly has time. The accuracy isn't there. Considering he does have very high accuracy, that was a disappointing pass by him. But we need 6 yards on this third down to keep the drive alive. Holly has time. Is he going to get tackled from behind? Yes, he does. He doesn't have the speed. But look at that. 5 rush, 40 yards for Holly. I wasn't expecting that in the slightest. But unfortunately, we do have to punt. Right, we need our D to show up big here. We want to get the ball back as soon as possible. Or we just don't want to allow Colorado to score any points. But they get a nice passing play there, putting them up to their 34-yard line. Right, now let's get some pressure. Where's Dwayne Scroggins? We need our guy to come up big. We need him to get some sacks, as that was a very poor pass by their QB. Just aimed at the body of that receiver with the ball falling harmlessly to the ground. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. We get to the QB, however, the ball is out before we can get to him. For a gain of 6. Now then, we want the ball back now and immediately. Do not let them get this third down conversion, as that should have been picked. That was poor, unfortunately for them. The ball's incomplete. We get the ball. 1st and 10 will go again. Let's have a nice long drive ending with some points, shall we? As Holly gets the ball out for a nice first down pass immediately. Just under 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's a solid game for Max Holly. We'd like to get that yardage up quite a bit though. Let's just have all passes. One big pass here for a touchdown. Holly gets a big hit against him. However, the ball was long gone. We don't get a roughing, but that's fine. I'm perfectly happy with that because we get the first down and the ball moved up nicely to our 49-yard line. Chantrell Byler gets the carry, doesn't gain anything. And as it has been for the last couple of games, his production hasn't been that good. 5 carries this game, only 9 yards. So it's a 2nd and 10. We sent the running back out wide. However, we only gain 1 on the pass. 3rd and 9. Who's going to step up for the big play here? Who's going to be open to catch the ball from Holly? No one, as Holly gets taken down for a sack. We're punting. The punt ended up in Colorado State's end zone, which means they start on their 20. Can we get to the QB? Take him down! Oh my, I was going to be very annoyed if that QB found his way out. And he is injured, so unlucky for Colorado. But if he slips away then, I was going to be fuming. That defender just went up to him and just sort of said, "You're right, mate." Didn't take him down, but we get him down with the next defender. Losing 11 as their backup QB just throws into the back of that guy. Looked like that's probably their tight end. So it's a 3rd and 21 for Colorado State. Their QB does throw it to the guy into one-on-one coverage, but there was another guy joining them. We get the pick six. Joaquin Polares steps up there. We're leading Colorado by 13 points. It's not an insurmountable lead by any means, but with 7:24 remaining, I'm confident that we can hold on and get our third victory of the year. It looks like their QB1 Holiday is back out, so that's good for them. That's probably their only way of being able to come back in this game. They're now on a 3rd and 1. 7 minutes remain. Let's stop them here, boys. We don't want to give them any hope or momentum. Their running back gets the ball and is able to weave through traffic a little bit to get the first down. That's fine. We can survive with that because we know we're not going to lose from here. Let's fast forward a few minutes to me head in my hands with Colorado State leading 28-27 with 1 second to go. That's not going to happen. We are going to be absolutely fine as their running back runs into the back of their right guard. He gains 4. It's not enough. It's 3rd and 6. Are we having anyone stepping up on the defense? We take the QB. He gets the hit, but the ball is out and on the floor for an incomplete pass, but they're going for it on 4th and 6 here. They have to. And they're able to convert. They're able to get what they needed to keep the drive alive. That's a shame. Fresh set of downs. We weren't able to do anything about it. 5:40 left. You still feel it's too little too late. Even if they get a touchdown here, we are going to be well in front, not have to worry. With a pump fake by the QB, not really able to fake out too many of our defenders as Colby Calloway goes down injured. 2nd and 11. Quick little pass for a gain of 5. They're still not at the halfway mark yet, on their own 48. But as they've proved, it is 4th down territory for them no matter where they are. Oh, that's a poor pass by number 11 for Colorado State. If you're anyone on that team, you're going to be very annoyed with him because that should have been an easy pass, easy catch and an easy first down. 4th and 6, the QB barrels over one of our defenders. That'll get a laugh in the film study for next week. But their drive is alive still. A 4th down conversion of the drive keeps the game alive. Another injury stops the clock yet again for Colorado. 2nd and 10. Hand to the running back. He powers his legs forward, but Ken Ravitz is there to stop him. 3rd and 10. QB scanning the field, has plenty of time. Does toss the ball into one-on-one coverage, and that is incomplete. It's not game over if they don't convert here, but it will go a long way to ensuring we do get the victory. And there is pressure. Quarterback is running. He gets taken down. The ball is ours. Game over, essentially. Right, time to burn clock. Let's just run the ball. Get a couple of first downs, and victory will be ours. We do go for a pass, and it is caught for 1 yard. Right in the middle of the field. What was the point of that? But we are burning clock. You love to see it. And yet another pass is going to be a screen. We don't get the blocks though. I mean, if Bike Trail had run to the left instead of trying to run up the middle, there was a chance that could have broken big. As Bike Trail gets the ball, unable to get the first down. Colorado used their first time out. We are punting. No, sorry, I thought we are taking a long field goal here. Oh, we're going to have 96 kick power, 96 accuracy. They come into clutch there. We get the free. So Colorado State need 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. I don't see it happening for them somehow. You never know. This is college football. Anything can happen. You can't take a victory for granted until the final whistle actually goes and then that clock hits triple zeros. Colorado State aren't going to give up, so we just need to keep on playing, making sure we make life hard for them as possible as we can. The QB takes another hit, but as usual, he gets that ball out. He is does very well at doing that. 3rd and 1, 2:13 remaining. Oh, our coverage needs to be better then. That receiver caught the ball with ease as a 2-minute warning is here. Come on, just throw an interception. Let's just get this game over with. You are not getting 16 points in 2 minutes. As I honestly thought that was going to be an interception then. I didn't think that was going to be completed, but it is. They get forward. They're at R23. 1 minute 50 remains. They still have 2 timeouts. So if they can get a touchdown here with the 2-point conversion, they will go for an onside kick. But that ball is thrown out of bounds, leading us 2nd and 10. Oh, our defender then, had he kept his eye on the ball, that could have been an interception. Instead, easy completion, another fresh set of downs. At the 12 now, our Colorado, they do take a sack though. We get our 5th of the game. They lose 7, but they're not going to burn a timeout. They want to keep their timeouts. Empty backfield for the QB. And he gets taken down yet again and is injured again. So they have to use their 2nd timeout. It is 3rd and 25 for Colorado State. And did you watch 99 then? He had a clear view of the QB running straight at him, unobstructed. The ball falls down to the ground. It's 4th and 25. And that was a good effort by the QB, but he threw into double coverage. And we are going to kneel the ball out. We move to 3 and 1. Holiday, 23 for 42, 217 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Khaled, 9 attempts for 60 yards. Holly had 31, Byler had 14. In the receiving game, Carew 52, Abreu 69 and a touchdown. Bieniemy 18 and a touchdown. I can't believe how much action this Abreu is facing. If we just keep force feeding him, you never know. He might go up at the end of the season, get an impact dev trait from this if he can get many yards and many touchdowns. But he's having a great start. No double-digit tacklers on the day. We've got 8 for Loper and 8 for Travis. 4 TFLs for Colin Hogue, 2 for Mesa, 2 for Mariano and 2 for Stuber. 2.5 sacks for Hogue, 1.5 for Marrero, 1.5 for Stuber and half for Mesa. And 2 interceptions, Joaquin Polares and Isaac Sahara. So we finish this episode 3 and 1. That loss to Purdue might come back to haunt us come the end of the season. But right now, we're in alright looking state. Let's move forward just 1 week to see if our ranking improves from 20. So we finish this episode 3 and 1 as a 19th ranked team in the nation. Next episode, our first game will be against 22 Bowling Green. That's going to be something to look forward to away to them. Let's have a quick look at the conference standings to see how we look after the first 4 games. So we are currently in 5th place. San Diego, Kansas, Purdue and East Carolina all undefeated so far in the conference. So that game which we lost to Purdue could come back to haunt us. But overall, a solid start to life in the American. Goodbye.